when I was 25 of one of the most powerful families in Los Angeles. A girl like me and a guy like him were never going to have a future. So I took the money and the connections the Holloway family offered, and I walked away. 5 years later, I was on a break between takes at the studio lot. A little boy who looked exactly like Nathan walked right up to me. His lip was pushed out in a pout, half wounded, half stubborn. "My dad is Nathan Holloway," he said. "You're my mom." I looked at him, let out a quiet He immediately dug into his backpack and pulled out a thick wad of cash, holding it up with both hands. His eyes were practically begging. "I'll hire you for one day. Come to my school thing, please?" I stared at the kid standing there clutching his money, and for a second I couldn't move. I pressed my lips together and gently pushed the cash back toward him. "I don't want your money." His eyes went red instantly. His head dropped, and his voice got smaller and smaller. "Grandma said you really like money, so I saved up for a really, really long time before I came to find you. The kids at preschool all say I'm a bastard with no mom, but I always tell them I have a mom. My mom's a movie star. They keep calling me a liar. Even though you didn't want me anymore, I wasn't lying. But they just won't believe me." He stood there with his head hanging low, his little body hitching with silent sobs. He dragged his sleeve across his eyes. I crouched down, cupped his face in my hands, and wiped his tears. "I don't want your money, but I'll go." His head snapped up. His eyes lit up like someone had flipped a switch. Disbelief and pure, uncontainable joy. He threw himself into my arms. His round little head, he looked up at me. His face flushed red, his eyes darting away. He turned his head to the side, embarrassed. "I don't cry. I'm a tough guy. I just couldn't help it." I laughed and shook my head. "It's okay. I'm not judging you." He gave a shy little smile, grabbed my hand, and launched into an enthusiastic introduction. "My name is Ethan Holloway, but my nickname is Sonny. You can call me Sonny." I smiled and brushed his bangs to the side. "I know." He blinked, his round eyes glowing. "You know my name?" I nodded. "I know. E.T. How could I not know?" I took his hand and led him onto the trailer. My assistants Zoe and Mia were inside. When they saw me walk in holding hands with this gorgeous little kid, their eyes went wide. "Liv, where'd you pick up this cutie?" I gave Sonny's hand a little squeeze and said, "Cool as anything, he's my son." The smiles froze on their faces. Instant panic. "Oh my god. Oh my god, nobody got a photo, right? If someone got a shot of this, we're done." Sonny noticed I hadn't said anything. He tugged gently at the hem of my shirt. "I'm causing you trouble, aren't I?" The two girls' anxious faces immediately softened into guilt. I smiled and ruffled his fuzzy little head. "Son, not trouble." Zoe and Mia waved their hands frantically. Right, we were just being silly." Sonny looked at me, then at the two assistants, then set his little backpack on the floor. He got on his knees and dumped everything out. Pajamas. A yellow cartoon for soaked his head back into the bag and rummaged around until he pulled out 2 cheese sticks. He held them up to Zoe and Mia with the sweetest look on his face. "Here you go, sisters." The two assistants practically melted on the spot, their voices going up about 3 octaves. "Oh, baby, you're so sweet. These are my favorite." Sonny beamed shyly, then dug back into his bag and pulled out a whole handful more. "Then Sonny will give you all of his." After we wrapped for the day, I took Sonny back to the hotel. When I finally got the full story out of him, I couldn't believe it. This little guy had gotten up at the crack of dawn, strapped on his backpack,